Phone's always getting in the way. Today I'm going to show you design and 3D print this custom headphone holder using Fusion 360 and the ANET A8 3D printer. Let's turn your clutter into organization, and I'll even show you how to mount it on your wall with 2 simple steps. This is SteelKnight. It's time to build. So next, before we start, I need to know the width of the headband here. I'm going to use a metric style tape measure. I don't have my calipers with me today. 4.5 wide, so 45 millimeters wide. This looks like a standard circle. We make the holder around, about 80 millimeters wide, and let's jump right into it. Again, what we're going to need is the line tool. So, the radius of the circle is 60. What I want to do is click tab and get down to degrees and put in 45. The line tool again, and then we're going to put in 135 and then hit enter. We have this set up. What I want to do is take the rectangle tool up right about here, draw 20 millimeters, 100, adjust it later on. Next, what we're going to do is need the line tool again, construction form, tool, and then we're going to go into create point. One here, and why not? One down here. What we're going to need is dimension. Do this, and it'll tell you dimension D on a keypad is this and this 15. This one and this one 15 as well. On the inside, let's see if I could correct it. We're gonna say works the top. I don't know why. Okay, I think because the computer is a little bit or bogged down right now because I have all these apps open down here. Normally you can click into this and then I'm not sure why, but it's fine. What we're gonna do now is dimensions right quick to see how it looks. Probably an offset from here and say whole thing over. This again, I don't know why. Doing the same thing. Cut this out here. We'll move on. What we're gonna do is hit finish sketch. Free orbit right quick. What is this selected? This select. Oop, I lied. Unselect that. Select this one, and this one. Pull this out to about, what did I say, 64, 4.5 centimeters. So we just needed 60 wide is good. So hit enter. You got to go back in here to turn sketches on. And we're going to turn around and go to the back side. Oh, what we're going to do is the same thing. Extrude. We're going to want to extrude this one, that, this, that. Come back about 10 millimeters. 2 here. How small that was. And have the basic rough shape. But now we need on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. Extrude. Click here, here, and here. And then we go to profile plane and object. The object or the face. Pull out. If you pull out, you're going to be disconnected there. You got to come back. So we're going to set this to about 6 millimeter lip. Nope, don't like that. We'll do 8. 8 minus 8. Don't like that. We'll do 10. The same thickness all around. Now we have the basic shape done right here. If we want to change these holes up and make that smaller, millimeters, just a little bit smaller, you can go ahead and do that. What you're going to do is, for an example, we're going to say with this here, 20, also 20. I guess that's how in the middle, but normally you could click the middle ways. But what we're going to do is I want to take overall now, the overall. But there's 100. Swap that up. Okay, it's not wanting to. Delete. Back into our line here. It look like so far, and we got to add the holes now. Using a countersink screw, Screw is roughly, this package right here, I could just look, is a 4.5 millimeters. What I want to do is free space, so we're going to use the hole tool. Click here, bottom. What I'm going to say is here counterbore or sink because it's a countersunk screw. We actually want to go all the way through. Simple. So now we have the head roughly meters. So we're going to say 9. Assume the degree angle 5 off the screw, so 90. We penetrated the, or this is 4.5. So I said we're going to do 4.6, 4.85 meters wide. Hit OK. If you look in here, for you, we turn off sketch mode or the sketch side. Excuse me. So you can leave this done like this, but it looks just like a regular out of the box type of out of the box holder. Now what we are gonna do is go to your fillet tool or fillet tool, not fillet, fillet tool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just start putting these corners up. Other side, do the same thing. Nice soft touch. Okay, 2.5 millimeters. Okay, since we're already down at the bottom, and then do the same thing here. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. Could probably maybe run a little bit longer, you know, just to make it more sturdy on the wall. And this is what it's going to look like when I back out. Since we're still at the bottom, now is do this one, that one, and that's with the back at all, because that's going to be flat with the back side. This side is stay flat. We got the bottom done, and now we're going to do the top. Let's see if we could do all 3 of these together. Like that, or leave it like that. Let's say escape, and let's see how we do it first with this one here. Here, 2 millimeters. Enter. Good to me. So now we're gonna one here, like that. 5 millimeters if you want. Let's take a look, see how it looks. Me. 4 millimeters in. Before I do that, I want to this one first here. I want to, if I can get it to 15, it looks like I better. We're gonna try to do the top of this one. Okay, so let's hit Control Z. And 10 will work this time. It won't work. So do first then. We can roll this up. Work like that. Might have to do it like that to 7. They're getting confused that. Put a little radius on. I see Y down here. So what we're gonna do is Control Z. But I guess we'll have to do all. So first things first then is let's this one and this edge here a 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter chamfer up. You can get that 15, and the reason why I want close to 15 is because the overhang when we print this, you'll see what I mean. That is done. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this side, bring this in now, that as well. The process of learning, you know, it's like it's not going to let me select that side. So 5 millimeters. Let's take a look at that. Ready, right? So now what we're going to do is the underbody. Pull it just a little bit, slightly. 2.5 for stabilization. Front part, you know, for hanging the weight on the end. And out this. It's not too much. I mean, the thing is, if you do too much material, and it's going to take a little bit of time, so we're going to just do 12.5. These ones here. Well, too late. Already hit enter. You're looking way better. Same thing. We come up here. This side first. That extra same as the bottom. You need to do this here too. You could also half that's just pushing on that thing there. It's like from the side. Alright, so what we're gonna do is then 2. this, this. I think I did 3 on a bottom side. Oh, he's got, excuse me. Just this last one here. Too high. Enter just yet. Just want to see what that looks like. Let's see, let's put it as 12. 12. New design for the headphones. It's not too bad. 100 millimeters ain't nothing, but you need this whole bottom piece looking like that, right? Longer that up there. You just go down to press and pull and push that, and then it'll be done. Now, this is done here. Go ahead and set up the 3D printer, and then we'll start printing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, 3D Print, and we want to export this object. And you could do STL or ASCII or object file. I'm just going to do it as STL file. I'm going to leave the refinements alone. We don't need that. Hit OK. Pop up here. Name it head folder. This to my USB drive. Save. Alright, so once we load the file in over here, we're going to connect to our 3D printer. Hit the connect button. Go to load, and this is all the stuff that I've done before, but we don't need that. We need the USB headphone holder, and it's going to sit just like that, and that's why I did that chamfer there, is to give it support. Now with the slicer settings, I would either use Cura Engine or Prusa Slicer. They are both really good, but let's see which one will print the fastest. Print quality, we're going to do 2.0. Print speed normal. I'm going to say a 36% infill and slice. And as that is slicing, I'm going to start heating the bed temperature up because it takes a little bit. It's going to take 1 hour and 49 minutes, so 1 hour and 50 minutes. But then let's go over to Prusa Slicer. This is the one I set up very good. I don't need support for this, but we're going to drop this down to about 36%, and we're going to say a 0.0 layer height or 0.2 layer height. Infill pattern, we could select the infill pattern. I like honeycomb. It gives it more stronger infill pattern. And then what we're going to do now is you could do ironing. Goes back over the surface once again with minimal extrusion, or we can leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that, and we're going to slice it. So as the bed is heating up, I'm going to home all axis. You can see the drastic difference. This one now says 3 hours and 16 minutes, but the layer definition is very much tighter. If I was to do, let's say at 0.25, it will definitely cut down that 3 hours and 16 minutes. We'll see what happens with 0.25. So it just dropped it down a few minutes. But we could also probably do an infill then of, let's say 26%. Try that. 2 hours, so 3 hours. So it's not dropping it down that much. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and print this because I like it. Customize the dimensions to fit your specific headphones, making sure they stay secure but easy to grab. I'll also add a simple screw hole for later mounting onto the wall. Our custom headphone holder, let's get it on the wall, and let's mark up the spots, drill the holes, and screw it in. Super easy and functional. You have it, your own custom-made headphone holders, no more desk clutter, and you've got a stylish way to keep things organized. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more DIY 3D printing design tips. What should I design next? Drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.